Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 8 of the FrostCast.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm AJ still.
Yep. Happy Monday if you're watching this on Monday. It is Saturday for us. We're recording
It
a
is.
little early.
Yep.
We were trying to we're going to do some gaming on Sunday.
Gonna try to get.
For those who know, we're in the Virginia Beach-ish area. Going down to Atlantis, Comics Games, doing some gaming. I'm gonna lose. AJ's probably gonna flex on him.
We don't know.
Yeah. From what I've been told on 24-hour Miniatures, you saying that they're gonna have a pretty good turnout. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be fun. Get at least a game or two in a couple hours. Head on back through the tunnel
Of
broken dreams.
how it feels. But
If anybody's ever been to you're not from the Hampton Roads area.
there's
a tunnel. There's two tunnels and a bridge.
Yeah.
And for no reason whatsoever, they're just constantly backed up a lot of times.
And for reference, these tunnels go underwater. For those who don't know even that.
That's okay. Yeah.
There's like that is. I think the reason it gets bad is because people go, "I'm scared of going underwater."
Yeah.
And you have like one or two people, and that just messes it up for the rest of the day because that's how traffic works.
Yep.
So.
And it starts at like the weirdest times, like 1:30 to 2 o'clock. It's like
On a Saturday.
Yeah, good luck getting anywhere.
Yeah, it's like when you think, oh yeah, low traffic, not a problem. Cool. It's a Saturday in the middle of like after lunchtime, and there's traffic. Yep. Great. But
that should...
what have you been working on this week? Anything?
Working on this week, buying a house. So
Congrats.
they accepted the offer. They're fixing everything. So the market's definitely changed.
Well, that's
better for a buyer because they agreed to all of our demands. I say demands, but you know, if you've ever bought a house, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, you ask them to fix everything. We're like, yep, we'll fix everything, and we're like, sweet, we're closing in 20 days on that, and so getting everything prepped, getting ready to move. It's just down the road, so it's not like a huge cross town. Like 5 minutes away from doing better. Yep.
Oh, they don't have to drive across. Maybe.
We're under a tunnel.
Yeah.
No, I haven't been painting much. I mostly just been putting everything in boxes to prepare to move, which will be great because it'll be a much bigger house, gaining almost 1,200 square feet. And
it's a whole other one of these.
Yeah, it's a whole other than where you live. So definitely gonna have like a dedicated like gaming
Tabletop
area and a tabletop area, which is where we were talking about moving stuff to maybe get some better lighting in there in the garage and shoot garage.
So with our, if you've seen our bat reps, they're kind of like hit or miss with lighting. That's what we're trying to correct. We're gonna move the table and all that stuff over there. All the painting and stuff for me will still be me. Like that's not, you're not taking my
right. Yeah, that's all you.
That's a whole setup. But for like the tabletop stuff, that's gonna be over with him, and we'll have some good bat reps coming.
Yeah, we should bring a camera. All right.
Yeah.
Video.
Do that.
But yeah, I'm just packing up, so probably nothing new from me until February.
I was oddly sick this week.
Oddly sick?
So it was like, I got back from Disney, and last week I was kind of like low energy, kind of fatigued, but like, I went to the gym, and I was like, I'm just tired for the gym. And then like Tuesday rolled around, I had to go give blood for some tests, and then like around lunchtime, I was tired to stand up. I was like, I need to go home. And they let me go home. I stayed home the next day, and I went to the doctor. They're like, oh, it could be a list of things. Here's a bunch of tests. And then literally, like, the next day, I was feeling better. I'm like, wow, it sounds like your kid on
no,
Christmas.
yeah, maybe I gave it to you.
So what I think it was is because at Disney, my diet was so different. And I was eating things I was, like, allergic to, technically. My body was like,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? But it was like sugar and carbs, so I was like, I had energy. And then I came back to just strictly chicken, rice, and cheese. My body's like, because it did it before when I transitioned back to off of all like the soy and stuff, and I was just low energy, but it wasn't this bad. Like I wasn't like not going to work bad. Yeah. But this time it was like a hard cut off, and I think my body just needed like a week to get back to normal. And it just like deep dived, and like the past 2 days. So, my sick day though, I did build a Gundam all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my leadership doesn't listen to this, so I don't care. But
I mean, you were sick. They wanted you.
Yeah, but like I built a Gundam, and I was so tired from building it, I had to take a nap.
Wow.
Like, it was not fun at all. Like when just walking upstairs was like. So yeah, that was me. So what I've been working on, I painted some Cador, as you can see with the background. That'll be me doing some painting in there. And I built the Dara Blade, which maybe some of you have seen pictures. And then we're about to sort the runners for the Fennec. That's what we're doing.
Yeah?
We're going to alphabetize.
Okay.
Because they're like, for those of you who don't know how big a PG is, a perfect grade, there is a mountain of runners.
Yeah, there is. I can see them right now.
Like, that is a whole box. This is full, by the way, all the way across. Yeah. They all come with the letters and numbers. You have to. There's so many I have to alphabetize so I can grab them. So yeah, that's my Golden Girl update.
All right.
But I'm hoping probably Monday to get some building in on her.
Yeah. So, what are you thinking about taking?
I don't even know.
So, Rhett?
I was thinking about just going and taking pictures and hanging out and watching people play.
Work, yeah. First time.
Yeah. Because like I don't really have lists. I don't enjoy the current red. I'm kind of like
that's fair.
I might just go hang out for a little bit and just observe and watch.
Yeah.
So and pique people's brains on their list and stuff because I could always learn something.
Yeah, of course.
That's probably what I'll.
Well, I'll bring probably 2 lists.
Yeah.
In case you want to play. I'll probably bring the Infernals. And I'll probably bring.
Okay.
Just to have that available. I think there's a few people that already play Trolls down there, so I'll probably be.
Really test them on.
Yeah. Kind of dropped off from Crucible Guard. I think haven't seen a lot of lists. A new list that I like running Crucible Guard, so probably just gonna put those on the back burner for now, and just focus on Infernal Controls until next week.
Right, yeah, let's go.
When some Orgoth come in.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I am too.
What's all? I forget what's included in that box.
So it's easy because if you go to the app, I don't know if yours is like this, but mine, not all of them have pictures, and the ones that don't have pictures are the ones that are not. So, but pulled it up. So we got the Reavers, the Shield Wall, and the Harpoon guys.
Okay.
And
Harpoon.
then we got the gun trolls, which are awesome because they're like power 14. I want to say.
Oh, pretty spicy.
Power 14-8 blast 2. Pull this up before somebody misquotes me.
No. I really hope these aren't a single miniature. I hope these aren't just for painting purposes.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got the Barragers, which are 14-8, range 12, so really good. You got the Reavers, which are the Harpoon guys, and then you got the Strike Reavers, which are the Bolt Throwers, Shield Walls.
Okay. What are these people?
That's actually the Witch Coven. That is, in my opinion, probably the best unit. It's their like not mechanics, but the give a jack a poke.
Okay.
And it comes in a 3, so it's perfect. They have also they have Dark Shroud. So
Oh, okay.
And they run up.
Yeah.
So they're pretty good. I like them a lot. I'm definitely running at least 1, probably 2 in almost every list. And then we have it's a Reaver Commander. Yeah, so the Reaver Commander.
This one?
This one right here. That's the caster.
Okay.
Yeah, so the caster's really good. That's the one with 2 additional die on attack.
Yeah.
And then that's the solo.
That looks really cool.
Yeah.
That looks fun.
Yeah, definitely want 2 of him. Might end up picking up a 3rd. And then, of course, all the arms that you love to paint.
I'm not. You're going to pick one. You're going to pick a set.
Okay.
And even for your light jacks, if
yeah,
you're not running them, I'm not painting them.
Yeah, the light jacks.
I'll paint the body.
Yeah, I haven't really messed with light jacks. So,
I'll paint the body of the light jacks. I'll paint the head. Those are quick, but I'm not painting the arms until you need them.
Sorry. Fair. But yeah, so I have 2 of those for the Orgoth coming in. That's exciting. And then you changed your pre-order, right? You decided not to.
Yeah, so I canceled the Cador starter box pre-order, like just outright. I went and bought some PVC statues for the wife. I bought a 40K set, and then I bought a gun.
You're just gonna go all in.
I'm going with the dusk, like 100% dusk. Cador are cool. They're fun. Like I literally am painting them just to have them displayed at this point, and have them off my work table. They're cool models. They're just like they don't scratch the itch.
That's fair. Yeah, and like as we talked about last time, they're probably my least favorite because they just didn't change much.
Yeah,
they're just
more
in Cador. Yep. So, but those 2,
Yeah, and then you have the Signar coming in too.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick up the Signar yet. I didn't
Ooh.
technically pre-order it.
Just put it aside, kind of.
Might put it aside just to see how the Orgoth go and see how the Signar shake out. After looking at the army list a few times, I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not sold on them yet. I'm sold on the Orgoth. I'm not sold on Kato or Signar. But I mean, I got the battle box just like you, done, ready to go. If I need to play it, and then of course it's with the way the battle boxes are set up. You go there, you spend some money.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, we
really,
both kind of dropped down a little bit.
Yeah, we both did. Yeah, well, I'm still getting 2 starter boxes.
I mean, I'll probably get 2 of the dust.
Yeah, so like, I mean, we're still
that's still not till April.
We're still committed to the new army.
Yes, we're 100. I'm 100% full in on dust.
Yeah, but the next decision point for me is I'll probably get at least 1 expansion box, maybe 2.
That's with the birdies.
That's with the birds. Yeah,
I think you should get 2.
Yeah.
Sorry,
okay,
well, money.
Next question is how many siege drafts do I get?
Oh,
I know at least 1. Do I get 2 just to have a full FA in case maybe later on they're like, you know what, we're gonna make this guy rat 6. I don't know. Definitely buying 1. Might buy 2. That's something to think about.
What do you guys think? You buy 2.
Hot take. Should I buy 2?
That kind of sums up the weekly stuff. All the new like our weekly like recap.
Yeah.
And we were looking at some lists.
I've been keeping my eye on lists online because, just keeping the Bow4 Brawl in mind and what we're gonna be doing. There's a new website that's kind of got a bunch of tournaments running. If anybody doesn't know, it's called Longshank. You just go there and you select words, and I kind of picked it up from the Trollstrom Discord. So the most recent one, and Infernal's list one, Grimkin took second.
Ooh,
and then got a Troll.
How many people are in it?
Just 7 in this one.
Okay.
There's a couple other ones. You can actually search for a bunch of events on here, but this one was 7. This was the old Line of Sight monthly tournament, and since Line of Sight isn't, I suspect that's what.
Yeah,
but it's a good place to just kind of like look at lists, see what people are doing.
Yeah, I wonder if because I see Orgoth in there, so I wonder if they're just there because they're new and there's not a lot.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, you can take a look at a list because if you look at it, it's got a wide variety. This person went heavy with Jackal.
Light Jacks? Okay.
Yeah, not a fan, but good for him. Probably why I went 1 and 2, but
oh,
shots fired.
Shots fired.
But he did go with 3 Tyrants, which I am all on board with.
On his other list, maybe that's the one he played.
Probably.
You play with, yeah. Just to try to be as polar opposite as you could with 2 lists.
Yeah. So, guess what? He lost to Grimkin, and then lost Mercenary, and then he got a bye. So yeah, so technically he won 0. Okay. Yeah. So maybe Orgoth's not the best.
Maybe.
So.
I messed it up.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so more light jacks. Oh, actually, almost the exact same list. You know what? I wonder if this is before. Yeah, this has to have been before the other.
Oh.
So that's probably why the list looks weird. Yep. All right. Disregard those. Yeah. But the Infernal list and the Grimkin list look actually pretty good. And then, of course, you got the standard Borka, too, that everybody seems to be talking about online. But yeah, I'm looking at this site to keep getting ideas instead of going to just Rhett popped up. I would have told you, but apparently Rhett seems not great.
Just like their options are so. Before, like, I feel like back before, if you were not playing Mage Hunters, which was like the top list at the time, like one of the better lists.
Yeah.
You're playing with lists with very good solos. Solos currently for Rhett are kind of iffy, in my opinion. And from what you've seen too, they're not like.
Yeah. So you think maybe.
I just think they need some more models.
So maybe Rhett was one of those armies that it's not good now, but once the second army and the Cadre Force comes out, it'll probably be okay.
I think
it'll be definitely get a boost.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Trolls, Infernal's got everything. Grimkin got everything. And if you look at Trolls, they got the most important thing. They got, their good beasts, and they got their real stuff. Without that, they probably have Red.
They got their Phoenix, which was like a staple jack for everybody, but that's kind of expected. We should have got that. But we got Vanguard units, which recently were not seeing play it was Riven Boss, which we did get, but they kind of got nerfed. So, but we don't see, there's no Mage Hunters, there's no Wardens, and those were our top 2 units as of late before in Mark 3.
The only reason I think, now thinking about it, is the reason we didn't see Wardens because they were so new and powerful, and maybe they're still trying to balance the
Into
second
4K.
army. Yeah.
Now, if we got Wardens in the second army, I 100%.
But I think, I would hope. I hope.
Because those were so new.
Yeah, those are so new, and people missing out.
Because like I ended up picking up 2 units of them.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a full 10 now. I could run.
That's right, you ran 2.
Yeah. No, I only ran 1.
Well, you ran 2 again.
Is a dummy. Yes. But like now I have the models for 2.
Yeah.
So
that'd be a big.
yeah, there's, I picked up. For reference, I picked up almost every Mark III model.
Correct. Yeah, I remember. I had to itemize it for you
because I was in Sandland and I sent it to him. He shipped it while I was gone. And like he got, there was a lot in that box.
I think I got a total of 3 pretty funky boxes, but you literally got everything for red, and then Mark 4 dropped.
And I was like crying.
Yeah, which saved me because I literally almost bought like
all the Khador.
All of Khador. Yeah, this guy was selling like a $4,500 like Khador list, $4,500 MSD for like $800, and I was like, man, that would be great to have as another army for us to play on the channel. And then of course, like the same week, I said, yeah, I'll pay you. Mark 4 announcement came out. And I was like, hey, hold up, I'm gonna see what they're gonna announce before I dump the money. The guy was like, okay, cool, yeah.
I'm sure a lot of guys did that, and then they're like,
hold on. Yeah, I was like, oh, felt bad, but I mean, like,
not your choice.
Yeah. But speaking of Mark 4 and news, new Primecast was recently. There is a week. There's some pretty good tidbits. There was good tidbits. So it is trolls. So it is trolls and it is sea trolls.
Yep.
So,
but you were right. It wasn't going to be trolls.
It doesn't seem like that, right? They're definitely going with some different kind of mechanics. They're leaning on the whole beer guzzling thing, which they kind of tried to do with the hooch hauler, where if you were around it, you had stumbling drunk, and then rocks got stumbling drunk. But it seems to be they might lean more heavily into that mechanic.
So if you buy them, you have to come up with your own sea chant.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as that's known, and you have to sing those while you're playing.
Yeah. So the next question is, will they be able to use the Sea King? The troll.
Look, they don't even know Colossal.
They're coming back.
When?
Listen, they're coming back. All right, they're coming eventually.
I still need to email Project Press for like I have some bigger version.
Oh yeah, you do need to do that. Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on my to do.
Because write that down.
So
write that down.
For everybody wondering, I'm going to kit bash Dust Colossals, but I'm gonna email them and be like, can I buy scaled up versions of the heads for the new Dust Jacks, and then like someone do some converting with them, and like try to take the big shoulder pads off and then like make some custom armor for it and paint it up to match best I can. See if I can get some.
I mean, the answer is probably no, but
yes, 100%.
But you never know.
It's true.
Yeah, you shoot your shot.
Always.
So like for the Monpox stuff, I needed some. I wanted limited edition models they had. They made like Monpox. I was like, you know what? I'll just email front desk. Hey, do you guys have this? No, actually, we do. So you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. So
now, this is something a little custom order. Like, hey, can I have some scaled up parts?
And that's what they made me do. They were like, the guy was like, yeah, just order this and this, and then put my name in it, and then I'll make it happen. Fair enough. Like a week later,
you know what? Maybe
the Monpox stuff. So, yeah.
Maybe you guys can rally behind me to a petition.
Yeah. I mean, I would.
Yeah.
I'll email whoever.
My converting.
I mean, we know a guy, right, that works for Privateer Press.
Oh yeah, Mr. Warbudgies.
Warbudgies himself.
Speaking of the podcast.
Yeah.
Congrats, by the way. That's a dope opportunity.
I don't think he listens, but if he does, yeah, good for him.
Yeah, like that's a really cool opportunity to be involved in that deep campaign.
Yeah. Put a lot of work.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the trolls.
Tangent.
So trolls. Interesting though, right? Because they're gonna have, like we were talking about, the heads, the arms, whether 4 or 3, we don't know yet.
Yeah, like the Dust did not get. So the Orgoth and the Signar both had 4 heads, 4 arms each side, or 4 heads and then 4 arms each side.
Yeah.
The Dust got 3 heads, 2 backpacks and 3 arms. It was like a weird split because of the backpack. They got less. So like we're wondering with the one of the jacks or the beasts, you change out the ale to change the animus.
Right.
How is that going to affect the arm split versus the head split?
Right. Are you just gonna have 2 or 3 different animuses, and then like 2 or 3 different arm choices, and then 2 or 3 different choices?
Yeah.
It's an interesting dynamic, and it opens up a lot of game design, I think, by adding the back or changing the animus. But I think maybe you had to do that with hordes because you're not going to have this huge list of beasts to get access to, you know, if you want rage or if you want spiny growth or if you want, you know, the plus 2 inch rush.
Yeah.
You know, so you're going to have that option though where you make a heavy beast and he's like, all right, I'm going to give this one rush and this one rage, and then now I've got what I want. Or I'm going to make like a bunch of light jacks all with a bunch of different animus to go with that. I think that opens up a lot of really good design space where I'm not forced to take like a really crappy troll
Just for his animus.
Just for his animus. Or what were you taking? Like the Legion had one. They had to take a kind of like a crappy beast to get not Mechano Shredder. It was something I forget.
Mechano Shredder's animus was good.
It was good, yeah.
But like it didn't do too. From what I understood, it didn't do too much.
Mm-hmm.
We did. I think one of my lists ran 2 of them, but they're like there was one that gave you plus 2 speed. I think that was the big one.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one it was.
But I think that opens up a much better list.
Yeah, because now you can run any beast and theoretically give it the animus it needs.
Yeah. Well, within.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like the way they're going to that design.
I just love the story aspect of drinks a different beer, gets a different power.
Yeah. That's trolls though.
Yeah.
Trolls have always been the orcs of War Machine, where they're just goofy and fun.
I have a low key love for them.
Yeah.
I'm an orc player.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll bring my trolls.
Yeah.
You play trolls before.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll play trolls with Poker.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Because like it only makes sense for me to play Orgoth because I painted them, but now because it makes sense, I shouldn't.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna broach that subject. But yeah, so the other things, you know, the new Warcaster stuff, which we don't really play a lot of, or really at all. We've never played it. I have. Coming out. John from War Budgies now officially working for Privateer Press. Now that he said it there, so.
No one else. No one from Privateer Press.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I know because they
ignored you.
They ignored me in Montauk. Yeah, they ignored me. Let's see. What else? Oh, we found the ship file.
Oh yeah.
Found the ship file from last time. So as soon as that resin
I think
printers,
the armored one's better.
You think the armored ones?
I
found
so.
2. So I found like a classical galleon.
Yeah.
And then I found another one that is also a big kind of like a galleon, but it's got armor on it. So here's what I'm thinking: the armor one for the Orgoth, and we can do a little bit of red on the armor. And then we're gonna have to find some sort of like busted up shanty ship for the trolls, and then print a bunch of beer kegs and put it all around. like what am I thinking of? The buoys, not the buoys, not a ship person. The floats on the side of the boat.
Like the life raft?
Not the life rafts, the bubbles that float on the side. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
God,
Google it.
Look,
I joined the Air Force because I didn't want to be on a boat.
Bubble.
Floating bubble.
Side of ships. Okay.
Sinking a ship with bubbles.
No. But anyway, I'm thinking like they have buoyancy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, things that go on the side of ships.
Bulbous bow.
There you go, bulbous bow. But anyway, yeah, put them all around the ship like it's kind of like the beer and the buoyancy of the barrels keeping it afloat.
Okay.
That'd
be kind of cool.
Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you people know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Yeah, okay, we're not going to touch that one.
I'm not crazy. Y'all are crazy.
Definitely drink too much troll hooch.
Yeah. But, yeah, so I'm going to start. We can print that out.
Monday I should get the printer at least turned on and done the calibration.
That's good. Which will be just in time for the Orgoth and those bases.
Yeah.
And whatever. Well, you got to print your devil fruit right first.
I got to print 2 stems. So I'll do the calibration, print 2 stems, and then I can print whatever. And the devil fruits will be like literally a Saturday project. It'll be prime 1 color. Why does metal float? That's the
I'm
first.
still trying to find these things that I'm talking about. Jesus. Anyway. Yeah. Done Googling it.
Going into little just random shit. Watch any good TV shows?
I don't really watch TV. I don't. I watch like very select few TV shows. My wife, she loves TV. Like, so. But she watches like everything.
Oh, okay.
So she's like a binge TV
What's
watcher.
your favorite anime?
I don't even know.
Does she watch?
It's on Netflix. It's maybe not an anime. It's got the death metal girl cartoon or anime. It's on Net. I don't know. I would say that's her favorite. On this one.
Oh, Gretzky.
Gretzky, yeah.
That is an anime. That one's really good. I like it.
Okay. And that's it. That's all I've ever seen her watch.
Okay.
At all. Ever. So
It's
we'll go with that one.
It's funny. I like it.
Yeah. No, she likes the classic stuff like, American Horror Story, Stranger Things, all the stuff.
All the normie stuff.
Yeah. And then I don't really watch.
I've been watching for all those, G Gundam. Run it back.
Wow.
And then I started Gundam Seed, which I made my brother-in-law feel really old because he was like, "Oh, bro," when I first met him, he's like, "Oh, bro, Gundam Seed's great. It's like a little bit old, but it's okay." And then now I'm like, "Dude, Gundam Seed's 20 years old." He's like, "It's like it's from 2002."
Mm-hmm.
He turns like 30 something years, so I made him feel real old.
Wow.
That's like the one I love people hitting with. It's like Halo is now over 20 years old.
I know, right? And I remember playing Halo 1, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Good old 2001.
But still,
Combat
whenever I play Halo, man, that song, whenever I hear the song, it takes me all the way, all the way back. I'm like, oh.
Too bad they 343 ruined it. Sorry.
I mean, yeah.
Like they cannot. They had so much potential with Halo Infinite. I don't know if you played it at all.
I did. Oh, I played every single Halo all the way through.
You played the story for Infinite?
Yeah, I played the story.
Is it good? I didn't play the story.
So, okay. So, I will tell you that I will say the story is not great, but it is much better than 5. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm like, that's a low bar, but they're taking it in a good direction.
Okay.
What I didn't like, though, I'll tell you, now we're going to go on a Halo tangent.
Please.
I also love Halo.
Yeah.
I think they skipped over way too much. Where they ended 5, I don't know if you've seen.
I played 1 through 5.
Okay, so at the end of 5, when they're like running from Cortana?
Yeah.
So Halo Infinite start. Oh.
And like they're like, he's like she like takes control, and then Chief just kind of like peace out.
Kind of, yeah. So you flash forward. I forget how long it is, but it's long enough to where Cortana, spoilers. So skip ahead.
Too late.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Spoilers. Right.
It's past the
Cortana's
year.
dead pretty much at this point, and they've made a copy of her to kill herself. But you miss this huge chunk.
That's what I thought too. Because like when I'm watching it, I watch the trailers for it. I'm like, this is kind of cool. What happened?
You get little pieces of it here and there, and what they did was they brought the Halo Wars Banished into the Halo basically.
So they brought a good game into it, so it could be a good game.
Yeah, and the storyline is another one of those. Hey, here's an existential threat that's more powerful, kind of, than the last one.
The fly shot?
Yes, they do. They're in there, but they're hidden.
Okay.
And what is she? Is she a precursor? Forget what she is, but basically another one of those. Oh, you unleash this race that's been imprisoned by. I'd have to go back and look, but it's very reminiscent, but I think it's taking the story in a better direction than 5 was going.
That's good because 5 was atrocious.
Yeah, 5.
Like, how did you feel about 4 though? Because like I loved 4 campaign and multiplayer. I was one of the first like 500 people to reach max rank on PvP. I beat the campaign like several times, like whole 9 yards. I loved it. I thought him taking the thing out of the thing and just dive bombing with a nuke was the most badass thing I've seen Chief do. And I'm like, that's just so big dong energy.
Like big dong energy.
Like I loved it.
So I liked 4. Obviously, I mean, maybe I'm alone on this one, but my favorite one was Reach, the one without Chief.
So like Reach to people, from what I've seen in my thing, they either hate it or love it.
Oh man, that story was like the story
was
the story in Reach feels real,
Mhm.
right? And the story in Halo feels like you're this Superman god guy that just
Yeah.
goes around just like
Beating
big dong
everybody.
energy, just messing everything up. But Reach, like your team,
You
like
felt pain.
yeah, you felt pain and your team dies.
I.e. Cat.
Yeah. And I think as Halo progressed, they just kind of like had to come up for whatever reason. And other franchises do this too, where WoW does it, where you just gotta have this bigger and badder power scaling, and it's like I don't think. I think you can tell different stories in games rather than just okay, here's the Flood, they're the most powerful thing. Oh wait, actually the Forerunners are now the most powerful thing. Oh wait, now.
Yeah, I think you have to go bigger every time, just because just a little bit. But like Halo's universe was so vast, I think 343 got a little too excited when they got it and just wanted to talk about all of it.
That's fair. Yeah.
Because like I liked 4 and I liked the direction of 4. I liked the pacing of 4's campaign. You were just chief. You were still being chief doing chief things. Halo campaign 101.
Yep.
I think you could have dived into that more before just jumping into crazy threat of Cortana taking over the universe.
Yeah.
Because like that 4 to 5 felt like a big jump, and then 5 to 6, as you said, was a very big jump.
It's like I was like when I first started playing Infinite, I was genuinely lost because when 4 Infinite came out, I replayed everything just to get the story fresh in my head.
Yeah.
And then when I started Infinite, I'm like, what happened? Like literally, like what happened here? And you piece it together as it goes along, but like I don't know, it's like the guy from the Banished was so powerful. And I was like, how is he so powerful? We literally were like, Cortana was like literally like taking over the galaxy, and this guy just kind of.
I saw a cutscene of him and his homies beating up Blood.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's cool as hell.
Yep.
How did they do that?
Well, they're brutes, and they got big fucking hammers.
Yeah, and it was like 20 via Flood, literally, and they won. I'm like, what?
Yep.
Chief couldn't do that.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
Plot armor, yes, but like, that was a lot of Flood.
Yeah. But they did set up I don't know if they're gonna do a Halo Infinite 2 or a Halo 7 or whatever they're gonna call it, but it's set up. Yeah, for that.
That's good. I'm glad the story was at least a better step in the direction. I, being the PvP guy, I like the campaigns, but I kind of gave up on them.
Yeah.
After 5, the PvP was so crisp. Like everything felt good. It felt like a Halo again. It felt very competitive. It felt very balanced. There wasn't much out there that I was like, oh, I feel bad. Controller aim assist, hot take, just lower it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because controller aim assist was wild. I don't know if you saw clips of that.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm a mouse keyboard kind of guy, so it was kind of like that's cheating.
Yeah.
But they just didn't have anything else to do. Like I hit Onyx, which was the highest rank, and then I'm like in like a week, by the way. And then I'm like, cool, what do I do now? And then I bought the cat ears, played a little bit more. Shut up. And then I'm like, all right, cool, I'm done with this game. And I had a friend who still played it. I'm like, what do you do? There's nothing to earn. The cosmetics weren't that good. The events were so picky. Because like I didn't like the way they did the events. If you didn't play every week, you weren't getting the whole thing.
Yeah.
You couldn't there was no fast track.
What's the FOMO? They had to FOMO you.
Yeah. And then but they had this whole thing with the battle pass about not having FOMO. The battle pass was like
whoopsie.
Yeah, they Uno reversed us. Because they're like, oh, you can get the battle pass whenever you want, but these events, I play now. Halo.
Yeah. Oh, hot take.
Hot take corner. When was it? It was early in the week, right?
It was earlier this
week.
Like
Monday.
Yeah.
I don't know who. I don't even want to name names, but we all saw the post. It was like, hey, GW does this meta drop. This is a really nice thing that they do. Why doesn't Privateer Press do this? I'm like, sure. We're literally in the transition of a giant change.
And I mean, like, I don't know. When I read the post, I was just like, and I seem to be saying this to myself more and more lately, especially in that Facebook thread of like, do or can these people actually read
or acknowledge what else is going on in the game?
Right. Yeah. Do they just like read a title and are like, oh, this is what I want, why don't you do this?
It's very millennial.
It's very millennial, is it?
Yeah. So
Okay.
like I had this common joke because like a couple years ago, all the political stuff. I'm not gonna get political, but like I would always make the joke. I'm a millennial. I just read the title and make an opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, maybe that's where it's at, but like I think Privateer Press has done. Okay, so Privateer Press, have they done the best job at this? Not at all.
No.
Like, there's always room for improvement, no matter what. Even GW, who is a giant multi-million-dollar company with marketing teams, stuff like that, did they do the things the best? No, they don't. But like, they're giving us information. They're giving us plenty of information.
I feel like we have a good steady feed of it.
We do. All you have to do is go to the website.
Yeah, check news.
And there it is.
Yeah.
You know.
And like the way I drew a pretty good comparison for anybody who watches just TV shows in general. You're watching it week by week and you're always craving more.
Yeah.
And it's like Game of Thrones. You're always wanting more. And then sometimes you think, man, this is really slow pacing. Then like say you go back like a year later to watch it all again, and you're like, oh, the pacing's actually really good. I was just too like what's the word? Impatient for it all. And like I'm that right now wanting more Dusk Rules. I know I have to wait.
Yeah.
But I like all I want is Dusk.
Right, like how long do we wait for ORGOTH? They announced them like almost a year ago now, and then we just finally got all the rules. Yeah, they
Gen Con was last summer.
No. They announced ORGOTH.
Oh,
like in March of 22.
I remember that. Yeah, I was not here.
Yeah,
and we all excited about it.
And I mean, we had to wait 9 months for like all the rules to drop. And it's like, yeah, it sucks, but
still, are they officially all done? All the rules are out now.
So
or their models still not there.
The models are not there yet, but all the units that have been talked about so far, which I think is all of them, have rules now. So if not, we've got an army to play.
You've got an army. That's the important part. You have an army to play.
Yeah, but I mean, like, was I out there being like, where's this? Where's this? No, it's like, you gotta be patient, and then you gotta keep up. You gotta keep, it's on you to keep yourself up to date with information. Not just blast it out on the internet, be like, why don't you do this? And it's like, well, we kind of are if you.
And on a real note too, to compare, if you're gonna compare GW to Privateer Press, GW has a giant, like an insurmountable bigger budget to have people play test, have people make the rules.
Well, they don't.
Oh yeah, I didn't say they had a good game, but like they do have more people working to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
So like they have more resources and more time to put out more updates.
Yeah. So comparing the two is pretty unfair.
It's hard. It's hard on Privateer Press for them to try to keep up with the giant that is GW.
Right.
And it's not fair to GW to give them that much credit.
I mean, yeah, it is. You know. Yeah, I think people should just learn to read more.
That's like across the board. That's not even just on tabletop.
I know, that's what I'm saying though, but that's like I mean, I'm sure this happens in other, areas of
happens
life
at
too.
work.
Yeah, it happens at work. It's like, where's this? And it's like, well, did you read?
Did you read my last email?
As per my last email.
And like then you screenshot the quote of your email just to be even more like petty. It's like, oh, fakers.
No,
I don't know. I felt very happy with the release. Obviously, I want more, but I know I think the way I think about not having information right now is I can work on what I have. Because we all have backlogs. Don't talk like we don't.
Yeah.
Everyone here has a great pile of shame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not like we can't work on something. And I've been talking to a few people in the King of Coin Discord and Landis people. They're like, I'm kind of burnt out. And this goes for anybody who's burnt out. Try something new.
Burnt out on a War Machine already?
Well, they're just like, they're not burning out on Mark IV. Like painting, just in general.
Oh,
painting in general. Like this is just painters burnout in general. Like if you're feeling burnt out, try something new.
Yeah.
And I'm going to suggest Gunpla because I do a lot of Gunpla. But like, go paint something. Go paint a car. Like not a real car.
Right. Yeah.
Like look at a model kit car, like a model car from Tamaya. Don't get an American model. It's trash.
Yeah.
Gunpla, good, cheap, easy way to think. Go paint another tabletop. Just go to a store, find a cool mini, whatever, paint it. Or what I like to do, buy new paint. Fine.
Yeah.
Don't do Turbo Dork. I'm gonna obsess with people with that, but Turbo Dork is awful to paint with.
Yeah,
I should not have to crank my PSI up to 25 and thin it out of the bottle 3 different times when it says it's okay to go out of the bottle. And on the bottle they're so picky about the base coat. Like, I'll just use lacquer.
Yeah.
But like, try lacquers. Do it. Be careful, because you're not getting that off.
Mhm.
But like, try new paints, try new pearl coats. Just look stuff up. That's a good way. Try new techniques. That's another one too. Like, learn if you want to try non-metallic metal. Go buy a junky model and then try it out. Yeah, and I'm sure there's plenty of just used models out there. You can go.
Pro tip: if you want to practice painting, just use plastic boxes models come in, paint it on there. Prime
For the runners,
or
the sprues.
not the sprues, the actual plastic boxes where they used to come in.
Oh, like the little
prime them
trays.
black and then just practice wet blending.
Oh, that's true. Or another pro technique from airbrushers: plastic spoons. Best.
Yes. And plastic
Like literally,
spoons.
go to Walmart, get the $3 100 pack,
Yeah.
and like I have a whole box of them. So especially for airbrushing, you spray onto there first to make sure the paint's flowing properly before you like spritz it on your model and rim it. And like you do that, like acrylic, it's not too bad. You can cover it up, but like lacquers, you mess it up. It's like good luck.
Yeah.
You better douse that thing in thinner real quick. like Zippo fluid to wipe that off real quick.
Zippo fluid? I believe you. You do have Zippo fluid right there.
So, and if anybody is a panel liner, just done panel lining, you use Zippo lighter fluid and a Q-tip, and it wipes it away. Because lighter fluid breaks down an M.
Good to know.
Yeah, and acrylic, so don't do it unless you have a coat on it. It will just wipe away acrylic.
Okay, one more. And then we need
Questions?
Will this be on Spotify?
This was a post from last week, and by the time this is out, this will already be on Spotify. This will already be on Apple Podcasts.
Nice.
Tomorrow, after we get back from Atlantis, and after my little get together, I'm going to be converting all the files to MP3 and uploading them to those perspective or your favorite places to get podcasts. So if you don't listen to it on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube, let me know where you listen to it. I'll put it up there. I forget the commenter, but he was like, "Hey, I want to put it on my normal weekly rotation." I'll put it up.
Yeah, sure.
So that will be up there. I
Yep.
think it'll be a good opportunity for us to branch out, not just be.
Yeah.
So hopefully, grab some people from Spotify and say,
Yeah. Or whatever.
"Yeah, yeah,
grab not care about my new power.
that's it. Come to YouTube, right? Watch me paint and be bad at games.
Yeah. Well, you get better.
I will.
You're a good painter. That's what matters.
That's what matters.
That's what matters.
That's
yeah.
I think it's funny now that we're gonna have the tabletop at your place because you're the better tabletopper anyway. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
yeah,
it at my
yeah.
house.
That makes sense. Yeah.
No, I'm coming for your friend.
Just be more room, better lighting.
Yeah, truly.
But
Kind of sums up.
and any questions from listeners, obviously, whatever they have. Any hot takes about Kane showing up at the zoo. So.
You still love that.
I do. I love that.
That's
yeah.
it.
What happened to him? He ever come back?
He will be.
Okay. All right.
I
All right.
believe in him.
Okay.
And if not, you just make your own.
Yeah.
And make your own rules.
There you go. I do have the Kane mini crate model, so you can do Robo Kane. Like RoboCop. You can do RoboCop in two.
Nice. That's fitting. Like Jurassic Park.
Exactly.
Nice.
RoboCop.
All right. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.